There's a fire, burn the fire brigade. So tonight we are losing this fight.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy SmockPock. Welcome back to the SmockPock channel, and today we have the guide for you. Now, we're going to be doing Uncharted 4 once again. This time it's going to be Chapter 8, and as you guys can see, there are 4 different sections that we have to talk about, and I'm going to be showing you guys some stealth tips and tricks to help you get through those nasty, tough sections. Anyway, let's get to it. So this is the very first section. It's called Ruins, and I'm going to be doing Encounter Select instead of Chapter Select because it's faster for making these videos, and it's also more convenient for you guys because I'm not showing any of the boring parts that lead up to the encounters. Anyway, with that out of the way, so the very first thing you want to do is, of course, get the high ground on these fools, and of course tag them. So how you do that is you aim your weapon and you press L3, and as you saw at the beginning, I did that 3 times, and that's what the little white ticks are on top of those guys. So all I'm doing right now is I'm kind of waiting and I'm looking around. There should be 5 guys to see, but I only see 4. So I'm just looking around. There's the 5th guy. So now I'm just waiting on top because normally one of them hops over that wall that's right in front of my character here. So again, all I'm doing is waiting for one of those guys to hop over that wall, and as you can see in a little bit that I just run up to the wall because I'm sick of waiting, and I take him out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that takedown cover animation where Nate pulls the guy up to the wall so that it's hidden from sight, like out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. But that's okay because none of those guys even walk up on the platform anyway. They all just kind of mill around in the field. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn around, take a left, and I'm going to head up there to that rocky platform. And I'm going to survey the area. One of the guys on the left, you'll see him right there. He is going up the staircase, and I'm trying to take him out. So normally what I would have done is that you'll see to the left, I would have done a ledge takedown because he would have been out of sight, out of mind, yada yada. But since I was too slow, I had to wait for him stop looking down there so he would go over to the right, as you can see, so I can take him out. And also, you got to make sure that guy back there, those 2, actually not just one, those 2 aren't looking up top, because since that is on hard, they have the difficulties on hard, they can see a greater distance than they would on very easy, and normal. So you just got to be careful of that. So I'm sure many of you would think that coming down here in the middle where everybody is at is a bad idea. However, later on it is proven to be the better tactic because 2 guys are going to hop up onto that ledge. At least one of them is going to check on their dead friend on the other side of the wall, make sure he's alright. So right now I know I'm going to get spotted, and all that means is that they're going to be walking around in different patterns than what they're doing right now. So it's just kind of random, and you got to watch out for that. Luckily, I was able to do a foliage takedown on that other guy, and right here, I did get scared. You can see me kind of panic when I'm jumping because he grabs the pallet instead of the ledge, but luckily, I was able to get him down with a ledge takedown. And it doesn't matter if this last guy, just kill him however you can. I did a jump tackle for style points. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the ruins section in Chapter 8. Let's move on. This is the second section of Chapter 8. It's called Bridge, and already things are ramping up in difficulty. Not only is the arena we're in a heck of a lot bigger than the previous one, as you'll soon see, but there's also twice the amount of people. There were 5 guys in the last one. There's got to be at least like 12 or 13. I haven't exactly counted all of them, but just from the sheer amount of people I'm going to be stealth killing, you'll see what I mean. Anyway, as you guys can see, the setup here is a bridge. And what I found best to do is, in a little bit, I'm going to be running underneath the bridge and going to the other side behind enemy lines. And the reason why I'm not really explaining any of this beginning stuff is because the game guides your hand and it tells you exactly what to do. From then on, though, it's kind of your own thing. It's your own freedom. You do what you want. However, you got to take these guys out. They just need to die, basically. So, which is what I kind of like about this game sometimes, but I digress. Anyway, so as I already said, I'm going underneath the bridge, so I'm dodging all those guys. Previously, I tried to take out that guy who kept looking at me and giving me the wrong look. I don't like the way he looked at me, but I found this is the better option, so I'm going to be stealth killing this guy in the foliage. And this is absolutely necessary. Make sure he gets in the foliage so everybody cannot see him, because as you guys can see, there are 2 guys on the bridge, and their walking patterns are very annoying. Let's just say that most of the time they're going to be looking out over this part of the map here, so they're going to be constantly watching the guy walking around. I honestly got lucky killing him when I did. They did see me for a little bit, but they didn't go yellow. Their little diamonds weren't yellow, so I was in the go ahead to do that. So now while everybody's kind of walking around to the other side and looking over there, I am focusing on the guy on the left here, And I'm also going to be focusing on a shotgun guy who you can see the tick to the very left of the screen. There he is right now. So the way to do this is that there's some foliage right on the other side of this guy with the black vest there. And I'm going to be trying to kill both of them in the same foliage spot. All I'm doing right now is I'm just waiting for these two guys to hurry up and get out of the way so I can make my way to the foliage pit. And I decided while I was walking over there that I should get the shotgun guy in the foliage spot that he's right next to right there. And since they're not even looking over here, I thought it was the best option to make, so I don't even have to wait for him to walk back and risk getting spotted by the guy on the pillar. But you do have to watch out for the guy on the pillar again, because he has 2 or 3 different spots where he looks over on the foliage spot that I'm hiding in right now. And he only stands there for like 6 or 7 seconds. It's not too bad. Honestly, there are worse spots that enemies hang out in for long stretches of time. So all I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for this guy in the black vest to come back around so he's right next to this ledge, and then I can ledge takedown him. As is usually the case in these stealth sections, I'm just kind of waiting around for these guys to get into position so I can take them out in the most convenient spots. So that guy on the right there with the black vest, he makes one more pit stop before he walks along that ledge, and that guy on the left there, you never have to worry about him, so don't even put any thought into him. So I did the ledge takedown there. Very convenient spot to do that. I personally think that's the best spot to do it since he's hidden in the foliage. For this guy, all you have to do is take him out on this side. And the reason why it has to be this side instead of any other side on the pillar is because on any other side, it can be seen with the guy with the red cap there. And as you can also see, another guy is coming to join him. So with those two combined, this becomes a huge pain in the butt if you throw him off on the wrong side. Again, for like the 3rd or 4th time, I've lost count. I'm waiting for guys to get into position so I can take them out. That's most convenient for me. So I do a ledge takedown in this spot, which is very awesome indeed because they won't ever see him again. They don't even check that side of the bridge. So what I'm doing right now, I'm waiting for the guy in the tan jacket to come back around. And speaking of that guy, he is a pretty terrible friend to that guy I just killed because he's going to walk back over here and he doesn't even notice that his friend's gone. Like, you would think he would be suspicious and start looking around and stuff, but no, he's just whatever. His head's in the sky, and you know what a terrible friend he is. He deserves to be thrown off that bridge. But yeah, just climbed on the left side of the bridge, very convenient for me. And you would be asking yourself, why would you throw him off the bridge? Because there's a guy in the very back there with a red cap on who looks over that ledge there, as you can see in a little bit. And he's going to see both of those bodies that I just threw off. And for some dumb reason, he doesn't see them. You can see me look over at the dead guy I just killed. I think it's right now. But he never sees that guy or the other guy I just killed. So I think that's kind of ruins the immersion. Or maybe it's an oversight from the developers. I'm not sure. But I just thought I'd point that out. It's kind of weird. As you can see here, I wasn't sure if he was going to spot me, but I wasn't going to risk it because I'm so close to the end. I just got these two guys. So now I'm just hanging out on the left side of the bridge waiting for this tan guy to get done like chilling over there so he can come over here and I can kill him. But I did get scared, as you're going to see here with the guy in the red cap. He's going to be looking over that ledge again, so I climb as low as I possibly can without dropping on the ground. And the reason why I don't drop on the ground is because I got to go all the way back around to that pillar so I can jump across to the bridge. There isn't any handholds or footholds that I can climb on. Almost did miss this guy here. I mean, he must have stood there for like 1 second, and I barely had enough time to react, but I did get him. And now with this last guy, you just kill him, and I mean, it doesn't matter. He's the last guy, whatever. And that is the end of Chapter 8 Bridge. Let's move on. So this is dormitories, and I believe this is the most difficult stealth section to do without getting spotted. You actually get an achievement for beating this without getting spotted. I think you have to be on hard or crushing. So this could also serve as a guide on how to beat this without getting spotted. I'm playing this on hard so I can mark my enemies, so it makes it easier for me. But anyways, all I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for these fools to get done chatting and stuff so I can rush up to the dormitory there and start getting to work on these fools. Now that we have reached the dormitories, we have 3 guys to deal with at this immediate spot. So I got the guy on top here with the red cap. And originally I was going to kill him first because he was the most annoying to deal with at the moment. But since there is a guy on the bottom there that I have to watch out for, and there is a guy on top there in the tan jacket, I decided to wait on that guy. I didn't think that'd be the smartest move to kill him outright and just throw him off the ledge. So I actually decided to move over here to the left and kill the guy with the tan jacket. Later on, he does approach the ledge that I'm about to climb on over there which is very convenient for me because it's out of the way of the door that's below me right now. As you can see, I'm trying to do a jump takedown before I realize that he's walking to the ledge. So I do the takedown right here. It's out of the way of the door. I made sure. And the guy below never checks outside that door. He only checks outside the right one over there. So I'm free to go and do what I want. Get scared there because I accidentally rolled into the door, so I had to roll back out. But then I just rush up and I do a cool little cover takedown here, which is the best possible thing that could have happened. He's in the very corner of this, so now he can't possibly be seen by the guy in the red cap. And now, for some reason, I got that ledge takedown. I mean, that was kind of, the game basically gave me that, so that was nice of the game. But now all three of them are dispatched and they will not be seen by their comrades. So right now I'm trying to figure out the best way to handle the situation. I need to somehow get over there without getting spotted. So I decided, because I'm an adventurer and I'm a risk taker, I decided to go on this slide here and go on the very back of the enemy lines here, which is kind of weird how they added this, but I also love it at the same time. It's one of those things that's like, it's so weird, but I love it. This part took me forever. I remember it took me multiple tries to try and take out all these guys on this part of the map without getting spotted. Eventually I did succeed, and this is how I did it. So first, had to mark a couple additional enemies that I couldn't get when I initially started this run here. So now I'm just kind of hanging around. I'm doing this thing called waiting, which I've been doing the whole time. I don't know if you've noticed, but doing some more of that because that's my favorite pastime, is just kind of waiting. Luckily, I got a good cycle on the shotgun guy, so I was able to do a ledge takedown when nobody was looking. Usually, that's a very good spot to take him out anyway. Usually, nobody's watching this side of the map anyway, so that's a good spot to kill him. And now I'm just kind of maneuvering around this guy with the tan jacket. I did get unlucky because now I just have to wait for him, and there was a guy up there that I thought was going to spot me, but well, this game once again averted my expectations. But that guy on the bottom did see me, so it's kind of weird how this game works sometimes, but I think it's good that we're on the same page and we all know what's happening here. So now I'm going to be doing a ledge takedown. However, I have to be careful because there is that guy in the black vest. As you can see, I almost killed him. I almost just reached up and grabbed him. And he did see me anyway, but he didn't completely spot me. He just got suspicious, and he took a couple steps over, or a few actually. That's a little more than a couple. And now, since he's right there, that's very convenient for me because once he stops being suspicious, I can immediately kill him since he walked into that doorway. Now that those three guys are taken care of, I can finally get a good sense of how many guys I have left. So right now I see about 6 guys that I have to take care of. And the major problem with this part is that there are 3 guys on top, and we just can't have those guys having the high ground. We gotta have the high ground. That's how these stealth sections usually work. If you have the high ground, then you're probably gonna win without getting spotted. So right now I have a crazy idea of climbing all the way up to the top and taking them out, going from the top to the bottom. However, I decided not to. I decided to actually go over here, which I have never done before personally. There is a lot of foliage, as you can see, so I can take out a bunch of the guys on the ground, which my thought process here was that if I took out the guys on the ground, then they wouldn't look up and see their dead friends on top. But now that I'm rewatching this, I realize that was kind of a stupid assumption because they don't even realize their friends are dead anyway. All these guys must hate working with each other or something. I mean, they don't even care for their own well-being. So, that's just how that is, I guess. But anyway, so I'm over here to the very top left of the map. When you start this encounter, I'm at the top left. I'm in the foliage here. So right now, I'm trying to figure out how to take out this guy in the black vest. However, I realize that it's kind of futile. My efforts are futile because there's just too many guys around on the top. And plus, this guy with the tan jacket, he is such a pain. Oh my god. He walks in the worst places. He looks in the worst places ever. So I gotta be cautious of him. So I'm looking for a way to take him out, and I believe he walks over to this ledge here so I can finally grab him and end his reign of terror. Lucky for me, he was gonna walk by the ledge, and I did get kind of nervous because of that guy on the bottom with the black vest. He did turn around for like a split second. I got kind of scared there, so I did hesitate. And unfortunately, the guy didn't even land in the foliage. He landed in it, and then he bounced out of it. So now I got a real problem on my hands. That black vest guy needs to be dispatched as soon as possible. But I decided to go for this guy in the tan jacket. Luckily, I was able to grab him and drag him into the foliage. So now I have a lot of freedom down here on the ground. I do have a lot, but I could have more if I took out the guys on the top. So that was my next idea. Go for the guys on the top. So what I decided to do here is I wanted to ledge take down this guy, but I was facing the wrong direction. So as you can see, I shimmy around, and then I take him out right here, which I thought was perfect because he lands square in the foliage. But at this exact moment, they discover the bodies, and now they start moving around in random patterns. However, this is not a huge issue since there is only 2 of them. However, one of them is at the very highest point in the map, and he doesn't look like he's getting down. He eventually does get down, but good lord does he take his time doing that. So I finally decided that since he's not getting down, I'm not going up after him. I don't know where he's going to be moving, you know. I'm not taking the chance. So I decided to go for the guy on the ground, and luckily, this is so lucky. I was able to do a drop tackle on him just from right there. I mean, that's probably the most random thing about this encounter right there. So now that it's just one guy, I do not want to get spotted. I'm playing it a little too safe. Random invisible wall there. That was a little weird. But I'm playing it a little too safe, and I just need to kill the guy, and I need to reach the gate. So finally, after I'm done being a scaredy cat, I go up there and I decide to face him. But since he had the bright idea of moving across the beams, he has a greater view than even I had of the map. So now I'm just kind of dancing around this guy. I'm not sure what to do because I'm scared he's going to turn around at any moment. He's a little jittery, as they say, you know. So I got scared there. I climbed up and then I just immediately rolled off. And looking back on it, I'm glad I did that because he did end up turning around like a second after I rolled off. So that was a good call on my part. But now I'm sick and tired of just dancing around this guy, and I just want to kill him. So I just rush up and I get into cover, and I just kind of wait for him. You know, the motto of today's video, just kind of wait for them to do their thing. Yeah, I hop over, and he somehow sees me, and I almost got spotted. There was a long delay there with him seeing me and him responding to him seeing me. So that is the end of Dormitories in Chapter 8. Let's get cracking. This is the last combat / stealth section in Chapter 8. It's called Cliffside, and in my opinion, this is one of the easier ones in the game. There's just so many options for the player to move around the map. As you're going to see in a little bit, there's like a cave underneath this starting platform here, and there's a lot of ways to climb around all the enemies so you can get behind them and behind enemy lines and all that. So anyway, I'm going to try and keep this section as brief as possible because it is one of the shorter ones in this chapter, and I felt it was necessary for the last section to go in detail since it's one of the largest ones in the game. So already right here you see me climbing up or just scaling up this wall here, and I think it's important that you kill this guy facing the way that I did. You can see me look down there for reference. But if he lands in the water or just on the ship there's a ship down there in that canyon, then that's okay too. You just got to make sure that his buddies won't see him, and also make sure this guy with the red cap here is not paying attention. However, most of the time, I'd say like 8 times out of 10, he's not looking in the direction that you're gonna do a ledge takedown on him, because look at his walking patterns. I mean, he's walking in any other direction besides the one you need, so it's pretty consistent, you know. The only way it would not be consistent is if he spotted a dead body, and then everybody starts going in random directions, and you just can't keep track. So right now, I know he's going to walk over here to either this cobblestone wall here, or I'm trying to do a ledge takedown to the right of me. One thing I did forget to mention is to the left there's a guy in a tan jacket there, and I don't know if any of you saw this while I fast forwarded the footage, but I had to wait for him to look the other way before I could kill the guy with the red cap. I mean, I was on the ledge, then I was going to take him out, and then I had to move over to the right and then back to the left in order to take him out, so you just got to watch out for that. Anyway, now I hop down and I'm in the foliage here. I'm closer now to the enemy lines, and this is where things start to get really complicated. As you can see, there's a cave on the bottom there, and I end up going through that cave to take out the 2 guys on the very top platform there. But right now I'm focusing on this guy with the black vest, since he's going to walk right through the foliage. Luckily, Sam took him out, and for some reason, when an NPC who's with you takes out an enemy, no matter if like an enemy is looking at your friend or your buddy or whatever, they won't ever get spotted. It's kind of weird, and it breaks the immersion quite a bit. But nonetheless, it's very convenient for me. So now, instead of going through the cave, I just kind of go around the long way. And now I'm trying to kill the guy in the tan jacket. Later on, you'll see me kind of regret this decision because this guy's walking patterns are very, very annoying. He always walks in just the right spots, and he only sits there for maybe 4 to 5 seconds. And right here, I almost get spotted because I got kind of annoyed that this is taking this long just to kill this guy in the tan jacket. However, I thought now was the perfect opportunity to get into the foliage. However, I did get scared because of the guy in the black vest. As you can see, both of them almost saw me. But now I'm just kind of chilling out here. What else is new? And I'm waiting for them to turn their backs on me so I can get in the foliage. So yeah, I'm a pretty stubborn person, and I decided I'm determined to kill this guy in the tan jacket. So I just hop up there, and I get the job done. Looking back on it, I could have done this better because I know for sure the guy in the black vest, his walking patterns, the way that they are, he will eventually see the guy on top there, but I was able to kill him quickly enough, so it didn't matter. And now, as usual with the last guy, we gotta do something stylish for style points, and that wasn't really stylish, but what was pretty cool is him falling off, and I didn't really do anything there. And then I tried to kill myself for some reason, but, you know, we'll just not talk about that. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the Chapter 8, the guide for you, stealth, tips, and tricks, all that nonsense. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all at the end card. Yo, you made it to the end card. What a champ you are. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. As always, guys, much appreciated, much love goes out to you, the viewer. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe. Do all that awesome stuff so my content gets out there and I can produce more dope, awesome content for all of you beautiful people. Anyway, hope you all have a fantastic freaking day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!